these are the hair products that I used, and I also used 8 to 9 packs of pre-stretched braiding hair, and I sectioned them into 7 sections. As you can see, the strands start out small and they get thicker towards the end, as you can see. Now these other 2 strands right here on the end, I just use those to extend my braids because I have mine at tailbone length, and it also helps to maintain the thickness of the braid. I went ahead and I parted my hair with a rat tail comb, and since it's the back of my head I can't see what I'm doing, so they're probably not, the straightest parts, but they're in there. And I begin to braid my natural hair at least 4 to 5 times down before I add extension hair. Now mind you, I've already added my shine jam and edge wax, whatever you use to slick your hair down, I've already added it to this section. Now I've added the first strand, and I only add extension hair to my right hand. Here's the second strand. I'm going to braid down. And once I get to that right hand again, I'm going to add another strand of braiding hair. If you've done feed-ins before, you're familiar with this process. If you haven't, this video probably is not the most detailed video to teach you. But this is what it looks like when you're done with that. Pretty simple. You just do every one like that. Now, when in the front, you're going to braid in a different direction because I have a middle part. But the method is still the same. I add extension hair into my right hand only. And I still used 7 strands. And then I added the other 2 to add more length as I extended it to tailbone length and to maintain the thickness. So actually, I guess I should say that I used a total of 9 strands. Braiding the top of my head was a challenge because you have to angle your hands the right way, especially to have this middle part style that I was trying to achieve, but it's possible, as you can see, which is why I did this video, to show you that it's possible. You just continue to do this throughout your whole head. It's really like a basic, simple process. You just part and then you just braid. That's all you're really doing, is straight parting, feed-in braids, nothing fancy. This is what it looks like. And after you dip it in boiling hot water, it just flows almost like a sew-in or something. It's really smooth and flat, and it just flows. And I love the color combination that I did. It's a great way to use leftover hair from your clients, because that's what I did, and it turned out great. Now, as far as nighttime maintenance, I just like to take some olive oil, and I like to put some olive oil in between my parts to make sure it's nice and moisturized, and I just rub it in with my hands. And then I grab a do-rag, and I'm going to put it on my head to make sure that I can maintain my flyaways better and to maintain the style better. And I want to make sure the do-rag is kind of snug. You don't want it to be loose, but you don't want it to be too tight where you're going to have headache or anything, but you want to make sure that it's kind of tight. It helps to preserve the style longer, and it helps to keep your braids nice and flat. So make sure after you tie it that you pull the tail of the do-rag down like I'm doing here. You want to pull it down to make sure that it's tight. See, it's like nice and snug.